first gig that we did together, I found that there's a certain amount of magic that just happened because there's a newness to it. It's like a first date. It's like, okay, you're getting into it and you have this attraction and you explore the sort of edges of what a deeper relationship might be. But you don't know what's beyond. You just sort of have this euphoria of like, wow, and so that first gig, it was like really exciting because everything was new and we were just exploring how where that shared space was in a way. Because you pick people with a hunch. From there, you're looking to refine that. Sort of toying around with doing a trio for a long time, and the drums thing was sort of like, who do I want to have on drums? And he kept on coming back in my mind. Partly because I just like his feel. I like the fact that explores color, and that intersection is something I like love to devour. And then also just like his spirit and the joy that he likes to share when he's playing. And so that was a big attraction to wanting to like say, hey, I think it's time. Drummers I love working with, and Clarence is one of those drummers. The drummer's sort of job, and this is what I tell my students, it's like, you're the hookup person, and it's like everybody kind of like feels better when you do that hookup thing well. You're like the host. You come and stay at my house, I make you feel real comfortable. You walk in, you're like, oh wow, or an Airbnb, you're like, oh wow, they thought of everything. And that's that kind of connection to the music and the responses that you're sort of, it's like one step ahead almost. You're like, oh, thank you thought of that. With John, we knew each other, had played together in his group Rambling Confessions. And so we'd sort of been building a relationship, I started about 2010, I guess. And so that was already kind of in place from the point of view of a musical kinship. He's a risk taker, right? He's a risk taker, and he sort of wants to seek a new avenue through something. And I like that too. And that's where one of our concentric circles. Clarence actually maybe doesn't gravitate towards that, but then there's another concentric circle that he and I share where we're like, yeah, let's figure this out. So there's these kind of different balancing act that we're playing where it's like, okay, Clarence and I might share something that John sort of shares, but John and I might share something that Clarence sort of shares, and I'm kind of, moving back and forth between these two things from time to time.